See what happens, and that's 4 straight balls.
Yeah, 4 straight balls. Rhyme heads to first. So after getting Pulowski and Bryant to ground out both quickly, now the walk of Rhyme, and there may well be another change in the circle for Coach Wade Wilson and the Bulldogs. It appears that there will be. So Amanda White got the start, did the All-American. Ainsley Davis came on, and now Davis is going to be replaced. And it's going to be Caitlin Howard coming on. Howard, the third Bulldog pitcher we have seen thus far. Howard, the 5'9" junior out of Waller, Texas, from Hempstead High School. On the season, Howard, 70 2/3 innings pitched. He's given up 51 hits, 16 runs, 14 of those earned. Struck out 39, walked 24, a 1.39 ERA in 21 appearances.
I like this call here from Texas Lutheran. You take a look at Caitlin Howard. You know, we've talked about her stats, 1.39 ERA, 10-0 so far on the season, but she just gets a different look than what we see from White and Davis. We're really going to see her incorporate that off speed, and she just has great movement on the ball. And I think what stands out about her, too, is that she's very deceptive in her delivery. It's tough to see what she's throwing until it's coming right at you and it's breaking. So I think it's a great move that she's brought into this game with 3 different pitchers. You know, you try to keep the opposing lineup off balance. I'm curious to see how Rowan adjusts, because they've continued to do so, especially in the heart of this game in the 3rd and 4th innings. 2 runs in the 3rd and 3 in the 4th.
They're trying to find something just to keep the deficit at 5. They can ill afford to let the Profs find any more runs. Again, just the first game for both of these in our double elimination format, but it is so difficult to lose that first game and then come through the loser's bracket and find a way into the championship. You have no room for error. You must win every game. Conversely, you win that first game, not only a confidence boost, but you know you can play a little freer because you have that game, if you do indeed lose, in your pocket and doesn't bring the season to a conclusion. Evick still looking for her first hit, 0 for 2, a strikeout and a pop out.
There's a good first flash of that off speed there. She just has a very strong differential in miles per hour between that and her fastball and some of her other pitches. So it just makes it really tough for you as a batter to adjust.
2-2 from Howard. Evick slow roller over to Ortiz at third. Across in time for out number 3. Still a 5-run game through 5. Profs on top of the Bulldogs here in Illinois. A happy Profs dugout as they lead 5-0, 5 runs on 7 hits. 2 in the 3rd, 3 more in the 4th. And they've kept the Bulldogs of TLU off the board thus far. Bottom of the 6th, Rowan a chance to find some insurance and extend this lead 8-9-1 to the plate. First baseman Holly Marcus leading things off. First full inning of work for Caitlin Howard, third pitcher the Bulldogs have thrown today. Started with Amanda White. She was replaced by Ainsley Davis, and now Howard in the circle. But even with the change of pitchers, Profs continue to do their job at the plate. It really doesn't matter who's been in the circle. They're just methodical, putting balls into play, advancing base runners, and taking advantage of opportunities.
Yeah, just a strong reactionary approach here for Rowan throughout this one.
In for a strike as Marcus goes down looking. Howard picking up her first strikeout.
Yeah, Howard has done very well stepping into this role here for the Bulldogs, already working in with a first pitch strike. On top of that, you know, just keeping it smooth and efficient. Bam. Watching it go by. That's Marcus, and that's something you can't do against an arm like this.
Right fielder Zara McNair at the plate in the 9-hole. McNair, a sacrifice bunt, and her only at bat.
Yeah, Yeah, I like that she was putting the barrel out there. I think that helps adjusting to a pitcher that has a higher velocity than what you've seen already in this game, courtesy of Davis. So this helps her get set in her rhythm and trying to time up the ball.
In for strike two, 1-2 the count to McNair. It appears that Howard may be settling in nicely. Trying to keep this a 5-run game, but it's the bats for the Bulldogs. Is a second strikeout in a row for Howard, and it's quickly 2 away.
Howard, I love the energy that she had there after that strikeout. You can see that she's pumped. I think you need a leader in the circle like that for a team like this that really has just been rattled over the course of this game offensively. I mean, her energy, we have it for you right here as she's getting ready for this pitch now.
Yeah, you said it. Really, that's been an issue for the Bulldogs. They lost the energy early, it appeared. Howard trying to bring it back, but is it too little, too late? And the props back to the top of the order. McCaffrey at the plate, awaiting the 1-0. In for a strike. Howard doing her job, but as we said, time very much of the essence. The Bulldog bats not been able to get things going against Riley Lutz.
Yeah, Howard's cruising here, though, through this game so far. I know it's a 2-1 count, but I think her placement and overall mindset has been great coming from in the circle. And, yeah, especially for Lutz. You know, she's someone who isn't necessarily going to strike you out every time you come up to the plate, but she trusts the defense behind her and can do soft contact.
Off the hands and out of play. Evens the count, 2-2.
And I have to say, this has to be my favorite jersey combo that I've seen so far on the day. There's something about the pinstripes that always looks really nice and fresh.
That's not what you told me about the Yankees earlier.
Well,
just the
hold
pinstripes.
on.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
We're
okay.
focusing on,
On the aesthetics, not the team.
Yeah.
All right, over to second, picked up by Clark. As the props go in order. 5-0. To the top of the 7th we go. Bulldogs backs against the wall.
Okay. This is the press conference for Game 3 of the 2025 Division III Softball National Championship hosted by Illinois Wesleyan University. Number 7 seed Texas Lutheran was defeated by number 2 seed Rowan by a score of 5-0. I have Texas Lutheran here, which includes head coach Wade Wilson and players Caitlin Howard and Annie Kay. Coach, do you have an opening statement and just initial thoughts on the game?
A little embarrassed. I don't think we competed very well today. I think the strength of our team, especially the last month, is what we fought and we've competed really well. And I don't think we got that
for this. This is a big deal, but we have to play like it's a big deal, and I don't think we did that today.
Caitlin, what's it going to take tomorrow to get the job done?
I feel like now it's going to be a test of the team coming together and being able to compete from here on out. We're going to have to just be hungry from here on out. Like today, I felt like we weren't hungry enough to want to win. We're just going to have to fight. That's all I can really say about today.
Texas Lutheran will play tomorrow in Game 8. That first pitch is set for 6:30. Thank you guys for your time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.